Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I have decided to make a tutorial series about creating shaders. In this series, I will show you how to write your own custom shaders in Unity. Sometime working with shaders can get really complicated, as you might encounter complex equations like these. In this series, I will explain you each and everything about shaders writing in Unity. And you need not to worry about these complex equations. So, you can write your own shader. In this video, we are going to create an unlit shader. The unlit shader we are going to create will be of single color. And we are going to add texture and other properties like shadow, reflectivity, later in the series. So, here I have a basic scene set up with a cube, monkey, sphere, and quad. First of all, create a new material and apply this material to all the game objects. Now create a new unlit shader by doing right-click and then selecting Create and then selecting Shader. Open this shader. Go to the top where it says Shader. Here write a custom folder name as I am doing. Then, go back to Unity. Now select your material and click on Shader, go to Unlit. Here you can see your custom folder name that you have defined. Go back to Shader code and delete everything except the first line. Now first of all we write the properties. We can access these properties from Unity. Here I am writing a color property. The first parameter is the name that will appear in Unity and second is the type. I will set default value to 1,1,1,1. Now write a subshader block. A single shader can have multiple subshader blocks, like one for high-ended devices and one for low-ended. Inside this block we have a pass block. In this block, we write CG program and then CG. We write everything in between these two statements. Now we write two pragma statements. In these two statements, vert and frag are the name of functions. We will use these names later in the script. Now we will include Unity3d library. This contains all the handy functions. Here you have to take care of semicolons as not every statement ends with them. Now I am including the variables from properties. The color is a float4 property, as it is of R, G, B, A value. Make sure the name matches. Now write a struct appdata. This will have all the information about the mesh. I am defining a float4 vertex and set the type as position. And then defining a float2 UV and set the type as text chord 0. Then define a struct v2f. This struct is almost same as the appdata. Here I am writing the float2 UV and a float4 vertex. The only difference is that the type of vertex is SV_position. This SV_ is important as in PlayStation and in Xbox. The shader will not work without it. Now I am going to write a vert function. This function used to take the vertexes of the mesh and manipulate them. Make sure the name vert matches with the pragma name. This function takes appdata as argument. Now, define a v2f variable. Now write o.vertex equals unity object to clip pose. And then write v.vertex in it. Also add o.uv equals v.uv. Unity object to clip pose transforms a point from object space to the camera, clip space in homogeneous coordinates. Now return the variable o. Then write a fixed-for function, frag. The name frag must matches the pragma statement name. This function take v2f variable as argument. Also at sv_target. This function takes all the fragments and color them or add texture to them. We are only going to add a single color to our object. So, I am defining a float for variable col and set it equals to the underscore color that we have defined above. After this, return col. Now save it and head back to Unity. So, if you see this pink color, then you have made some mistake in the shader code. Here I have made a mistake to show you guys this. I have misspelled struct in line 19. In line 20 and 25, I forgot to add semicolon. After removing all the errors, you will see that the shader will work as expected. All the objects are white because we have defined white as the default color. Now you can select the material and change the color of the objects. Hope you like this video and learn something new. Stay tuned for more shader tutorials. In the next video, we are going to add a texture to it and add shadow casters. Do comment your suggestions and drop a like. Also check out my Patreon page. Link in description.